So it has been a while I did not upload any YouTube video. Now, one of the reasons is because I had a pretty bad sore throat after the last video was being posted and there is phlegm in my throat. And it took like about 2 weeks to get better. Right now it's still not fully recovered just yet. It's almost there. Thank God it's not COVID. And then 1 week ago I had an outstation trip. So I was basically taking a break from making YouTube videos. So during this period of time, while I was taking a break from YouTube, I was thinking the original intention of me rebuilding or revamping this channel, because this is not the first time I do it. Alright, so back in the studio and it is more comfortable right here. So let me just adjust the camera. Alright, so I would say that this time round it was a little success as I hit the milestone of 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours, and my channel got monetized during the first week of May, which means it took me essentially 4 full months posting YouTube videos to get to this point. During the beginning of this revamp, I wanted to make content that is financial related because that's what I do, but I do not really want to make it a very, lecture style or serious talking head style or academic style, whatever you call it, because I have been doing all these seminars and webinars as a part of my career, speaking for my local exchange and also investment banks. So I wanted something, more relaxed or freestyle initially. Because the reason I got demotivated after posting several videos back in 2021, is that I have been, the style was the same as I have been doing while I'm conducting, training or live streams, things along those lines. I totally understand that having some congruency across different platforms is great. But the problem is that I get bored very quickly and I couldn't find the feel of keep doing it. That's what I've mentioned in the channel intro video, which is also the first video that I've posted this year after I've decided to revamp and restart this channel. I aimed to post videos that are more freestyle or even vlog style like this one, videos that are less polished because I want to explore the creative possibilities within myself because I love filmmaking and making videos as well. Now, technically, I'm not calling myself a filmmaker, but I do have the passion in making videos, although I'm not as creative as other content creators or filmmakers out there. It is more like giving myself another challenge to make films or better videos instead of, doing the same thing at a different platform. However, later I'm caught with 2 problems and a couple of dilemmas. But I have a podcast interview coming up in a bit. I have to go and do some preparations. So we'll talk about it later after the podcast interview has ended. Alright, so the podcast interview has finally ended. The first problem that I've encountered is that the more I try to make videos to share things and content about topics that I am interested in, or I'm passionate about, or I'm familiar with, when the amount of information get past certain threshold, I become very serious again. And then eventually, the content will be scripted again. When I say scripted, it literally means that I write the script and pop out my teleprompter and then I read the script while filming the videos. Now, then everything will be back to the cycle of me posting similar style of content just across different platforms. Not that this is bad, but I get bored and demotivated fairly quickly. So here's the second problem or issue that I am facing. So personally, I am a position trader and investor in the capital market dealing with stocks, options, and occasionally futures. And also I invest in cryptocurrencies as well. So I want to create content around these things. Of course, any topics that is related to personal finance can be done as well. The first video that was being picked up by the YouTube algorithm is the video Beginner's Guide to Cryptocurrency Mining with your PC, and basically that's a nice hash mining tutorial. Now, that video was not even intentional. I was basically just talking to my friends who helped me to shoot and edit video during the beginning of this revamp, and we was like thinking, since I have a PC with a decent graphics card inside the PC, and why not we just make a crypto mining tutorial to share with everybody, how to get started in cryptocurrency mining, since that's also something that I personally do, but of course at a slightly larger scale than one PC. And we reckon that because that's also something related to cryptocurrencies and also passive income, so I decided to make that video. I never expect that video to be picked up by the YouTube algorithm, and even until today, I'm still getting views from that video. So after that video was being picked up by the YouTube algorithm, several things came into my mind. So a lot of people subscribed to my channel as a result of that video. And if YouTube algorithm pick up that video, it makes more sense to create content that is similar to that video, and also content that whereby the groups of audience will find it beneficial, especially those who have subscribed to my channel because of that video. Also, I could clock more watch hour by leveraging on the YouTube algorithm this way. So I tried to make more content about GPU mining and also GPU reviews for cryptocurrency mining, as I reckon those videos might do well for YouTube search traffic. By leveraging on the algorithm, I managed to get monetized after I think 3 months of me starting posting consistently about these topics. This is definitely a little success to me, because previously when I tried to revamp or start YouTube channel, I always give up halfway. But this time around, I've made it. I got monetized, although I haven't got the secure pin after a few months from Google, and I haven't verified my AdSense because of that. It's still a little small milestone or small success. However, things don't last long. Look, I spend more time analyzing stocks and ETFs as compared to cryptocurrency mining related stuff or building mining rigs. And I do not have large mining farms like other cryptocurrency mining YouTubers do, like Red Panda Mining. And I cannot force myself to consistently make content about cryptocurrency mining, nor I have the luxury to keep buying new GPUs just to do the tests and things along those lines. And cryptocurrency mining is definitely just a passion of mine, and I build it, I have those rigs, and they generate passive income for me. The reason why I have that video is just I was genuinely just trying to make a video that, it's kind of like gives people a solution on how to build another source of passive income. So this type of content doesn't last long, and my viewership drops quite significantly, which is kind of expected already. So the first dilemma here is, if I were to go back to the original trail to create content that is related to stock investing or tradings, ETFs or personal finance, then I will be disappointing most of the subscribers of this channel, and you might be included, because most people subscribe to my channel for cryptocurrency mining related content. But at the same time, I don't think it is sustainable to keep creating content about cryptocurrency mining, at least for my situation and at least for my channel right now. Not that I'm not passionate about cryptocurrency mining. I actually enjoy monkey around the electronics and certain settings. It is because that's not something that I do as a profession. It is just a passion project that gives me passive income. And that's also not something that I have to touch or deal with on a regular basis. And a lot of time I just build mining rigs, tweak the settings, and then leave it there. If it's stable, I tend to forget it, and those things will give me passive income. So if I have to keep posting cryptocurrency mining or GPU mining related content just because this topic unintentionally performs well in my channel, then I have to intentionally go and buy a whole bunch of GPUs and do a bunch of tests, experiment things that I don't really have to, or even clean my mining rigs, although my rigs are actually quite clean. So it becomes, a lot less meaningful, interesting, and exciting to me. That's the first dilemma, which is the choice of topics for this channel moving forward. Now, the second dilemma is the style of presenting information or content. Here I have two choices. The first choice will be writing the script and then put on my teleprompter and then present from the script. The pros of this would be, first, it is easier to edit in post-production. Basically, I just have to do like cuts. And second, a lot of people might find it more pleasant to watch this type of video because it's very polished. English is not my native language, it's not my first language. So when things are well planned and scripted, it is more pleasant compared to videos that are, more spontaneous for me, especially my English is not up to that standard. Some people even commented in my channel before and say that if I want to succeed in YouTube, I have to improve my English. Well, I agree that there are tons of room for me to improve my English, especially when it comes to speaking. But I've also seen content creators and YouTubers who succeed even though they don't speak great and fluent English. So it doesn't really matter that much to me, but I take it out as a challenge for me to speak better English. Now, the cons of this choice is that it's really boring. Basically, I just write the script and then present from the script. The entire process is very dull and boring, and I don't really enjoy that. The second choice that I have is to create content in a more relaxed manner or freestyle or in a vlog style. I still have to be very conscious and intentional on what I want to say, the flow of the information and content, but I don't have to script it. Now, this allows some flexibility while recording, so I can add more information spontaneously while recording if anything were to come into my mind. But it comes with certain pros and cons as well. The pros would be the process is much more enjoyable, more dynamic, and a lot of people find it more relaxed to watch. But if you're a person who wants some hardcore educational video, will not find this type of video very useful or pleased to watch. The cons would be because my English is not good and is not fluent, so the post-processing time is going to be a lot longer because the bloopers is definitely going to be longer than the content itself. Now, I'm not trying to speak perfect English because I can never do that without scripting, and even with scripting, I still make a lot of mistakes. I just have to make sure that the information is being delivered, the sentences are complete, and the pronunciation is okay. The truth is, I made a lot of mistakes even in speaking, so let alone like forgetting what I want to say while recording halfway. And I tend to talk very slow, or I talk slower if I were to film it this way. But I know you guys as expert YouTube audience, you know that you can set the play speed to 1.5x or 2x. So that doesn't really matter that much. And in fact, I believe you have to set the play speed faster in order to watch this video. And how do you think about this style of video? Because this video is definitely not scripted. Actually, I had this dilemma even before I started revamping and restarting this YouTube channel. I wanted to go for the later choice, but eventually I'll just, unintentionally go back to the former.
Guys, I'm leaving the office. Take good care of yourself. Goodbye.
But one thing that I have to keep reminding myself is that we can never please everyone. So that's the thing. A Japanese late lunch for two. Check out this nice view. So I have put some thoughts on what are the topics that moving on what I want to post about. So come and think of it, this is actually my own channel, so I get to decide what I want to post. And yes, sometimes opinions and feedbacks by other people can be important, but I also do not want to get affected by other people's opinions too much. Alright, so I just use them as a reference. So after all, this is my channel. So after putting some thoughts about it, I have landed with the decision to stick with my original intention or original objective. So I'll be posting topics whereby I'm interested in or I'm passionate about, or some people call it a subject expert. So that would be like stocks, ETFs, and options investing and trading, and maybe a little bit of cryptocurrency mining, a bit, not too much, when I have context or things to talk about, as well as some personal finance related topics, and also, you know, passive income generations, things along those lines. As for the style of the content that I'll be putting up in the near future would be a more relaxed freestyle or even vlog style like this one. So I expect things going to be a lot less polished, and those who criticize about my English is probably going to dislike my videos. So at the end of the day, it's my channel. I get to decide what I want to post moving forward. So I want to post videos that are interesting to me or meaningful to me, or things that I find it exciting to me. And of course, I will still be putting some thoughts and thinking what are the type of contents of videos that I want to schedule and things along those lines. I'll figure out, probably make a schedule so that I can consistently post more videos moving forward. So, yup, with that being said, that gives you an idea how this channel will look like moving on. So, do I still need an outro? Do I have to be that formal?